Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Isom, Director of Sales and Training for Nikken North America. Thanks for joining us for our Balanced Life, Happy Life for Tuesday, July 29th. We're almost to the end of the month. And we have two women with us today who are going to help you consider the idea of living an empowered life, a life in which you truly can make decisions to create the exact results you want and whatever you would like to have more of in your life, whether it's more free time, more happiness, more abundance, more joy, more success, more income, whatever it might be, more time with family. We have some possibilities that you might want to consider to make that happen. Barb Satterwhite has worked in the healthcare profession for many years and continues to serve as a Nikken consultant, Nikken wellness entrepreneur who lets people discover this amazing company. She's joined by Mary Bowser, Dr. Bowser, who for many years as a professor has helped instruct people at her university and also is interested in this idea in helping people to find more abundance in their life. So we're going to introduce you to a company with an income opportunity, with a global wellness community, with products, with a philosophy that allows people to be more in so many different ways and truly live a life that's empowered. So Barb and Mary, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Mary and I are excited to share our perspective on Nikken and some of our experiences. So it's all about empowered living and having a balanced, happy life, balanced life, happy life. And as you can tell, this lady's obviously happy. She's doing what she likes. So the important thing is whatever you're doing, you need to enjoy it. And Nikken, basically what's so exciting about Nikken is that it creates a space where hope, happiness, and joy thrive. And our philosophy of humans being more and feeling good every day is what we embrace. Now, we all have stressors, right? Modern life is creating stress, and you can identify probably with every one of these bullet points. And it's so important that we are able to balance that stress. You know, the main stressors obviously would be things like finances, health, family, work, time. Whatever it is, it still needs some balancing. So we talk about, is your life in balance? I bet there's nobody on this call that has their life in balance. It's always a struggle. It's a challenge to try and keep that balance. And what we look at are what we call the five pillars of wellness. And we look at mind, body, family, society, and finances. And pick one or two of these that you might be the most out of balance as you're listening, and think about those as we're going through the presentation. And so, do you want to feel good every day? I certainly do. And we talk about the five principles of feeling good every day. Enhance your mindset, boost your vitality, strengthen your relationships, diversify your sources of income, and make a contribution and serve others. So those are the principles that we are functioning under.
Absolutely, Barb. Boosting your vitality and increasing sources of income tend to be the areas that most people need to improve. Well, with that in mind, the compound effect is the most important principle to understand and to follow. Many people think that for a radical change to occur in their life, it takes a radical event. Actually, it's just the opposite. It's the accumulation of small changes made consistently over time that produces and makes radical changes in our life. That's the compound effect that Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world. So, if you want a change in income, health, relationships, happiness, or success, begin with making small changes consistently. So, what are some of those changes? Well, here's a sobering comparison, and that will get you thinking. Two countries, USA and Japan. Look at the differences. Japan is number one in health, but USA is number 68 and Canada is number 34. USA spends 3 times the money on healthcare per capita, but it's the sickest with lower life expectancy and higher rates of obesity and poor health conditions. The difference is at the bottom of the page. It's sick care versus self-care. So what are the health risks that we face daily in this North American continent? Well, poor sleep, poor air quality, poor water quality, and stress. Stress all over the place. Malnutrition, and even electrosmog. So what's the answer? We can be healthy by choice, but not by chance. We can choose empowered living, which is making daily choices toward a more successful lifestyle.
And what's really exciting is Nikken started 50 years ago, and we're celebrating 50 years this year. So in 1975, they started in Japan. And you heard Mary's statistics about Japan versus us. Don't you think they might know something that we don't, especially about prevention? So what we're going to do now is just show you a quick little video that gives you kind of an overview of Nikken.
Do you ever have days where everything in your life feels in balance? When your mind is clear and your body feels in tune with nature? When everyone in your family is healthy and happy? When you belong to and support a warm, loving community? When you have a stable income and no debt? Mind, body, family, society, finances. Nikken calls these 5 areas of our lives the 5 pillars of wellness. We help you cultivate balance in all 5 areas of life with the tools that build your wellness home. Because to breathe is to live, we focus on clean air. Because water is life, we focus on pure water. Because healthy food nourishes strong bodies, we focus on nutrient-dense organic ingredients. Because everyone needs restful sleep and energy to feel joyful, we focus on rest, relaxation, and magnetic support. And to keep you as youthful looking as you feel, we focus on naturally sourced marine organic skincare. Our vision is to share the 5 pillars of wellness with everyone. And we want to spread the word throughout the world. Because once you achieve a balanced lifestyle, wouldn't you want to help everyone you know to achieve the same wonderful life of active wellness? That's what we offer everyone who is part of our global wellness community. Join Nikken to build your wellness home and live a life in balance. Discover it, live it, share it.
So how does that happen? How do we create that empowered living and boost our vitality? Well, what's interesting is Nikken really draws their inspiration from nature's wisdom to create the innovative technologies that bring harmony to our body. And so we call this biomimicry, which is just a technological-oriented approach focused on putting nature's lessons into practice. And here's a quick little short video that gives you an overview of that concept.
In a world constantly evolving, we've found inspiration in nature's timeless solutions, hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered, readily available outside our doors. This is biomimicry, the art of learning from and emulating nature's brilliance, solving our problems and creating sustainable solutions. Nature is our guide, offering forms more efficient than we ever imagined, processes ahead of cutting-edge technologies and systems refined over billions of years. The human body is a highly sophisticated biological system that has evolved to be efficient, adaptive, and resilient. Incorporating principles of biomimicry for human body functions not only leverages the efficiency and adaptability of natural systems, but also aligns with the broader goals of sustainability and environmental harmony. In a natural environment, the spring water is filtered, purified, and filled with minerals that are essential for maintaining optimal functions in our body. The emulation of these natural compositions generates an exceptional source of the ideal water that every cell in our body needs for smart hydration. The Earth's magnetic field influences organisms in many ways: navigation, finding their way, or even for communication. By using magnetic and massage stimulation, we are seeking to influence the body's natural responses to restore balance and support in our increasing stressful world. Air abundant in negative ions can be experienced as a fresh air feeling, such as the revitalizing air near waterfalls and forests. Ionization technologies enhance indoor air quality and overall wellness, bringing pure air to our home. Ceramic reflective fibers work like the sun's spectrum, bringing this comforting technology to our homes. Using energy from our bodies and the environment, these fibers gently reflect a soothing warmth, promoting a sense of well-being for less stress, restful sleep, and vital energy. Our overall approach aims to bring balance in the 5 pillars of wellness by bringing nature into your home. Together, we can make a better world where we not only survive, but thrive. And you? How do you connect with nature?
So how does that happen? Well, we basically create a greenhouse in your home or in your environment. You know how plants thrive in a greenhouse with the right air, the right nutrition, all of the above. So that's what Nikken products do, is we really create the greenhouse for humans. So that's our pathway to empowered living, is creating that environment, no matter where you are, with the right products. So I love Nikken's product line in that they've made it pretty simple, in that it focuses on the 5 elements that are so essential for health: air, water, sleep, nutrition, and natural energies. These all are, science that replicates nature, and therefore we do much better. The products are unparalleled. We could tell you all night long, we could talk about how wonderful the products are and what's going on. But what's really, really important is, so what does it do for someone? So I've asked Gloria Snyder to share a brief story of how these products help she or her family. So Gloria, please share.
Thank you, Barb. Yeah, it was October of 1998 when a neighbor asked us to experiment with some products that she had just invested in. And our response was rather quick. It's not that same way for everyone, but we were very fortunate that it was, because my husband had brought back debilitating headaches from Vietnam. And that man used to stay away from the medications because he worked on with heavy equipment and he couldn't take the medications. And so he just suffered through the day. And I can tell you that I used to watch him bang his head on the wall to get relief, anything to escape it. I remember nights when I would put my forehead against his and just pray that it would come to me and give him some relief. We were not praying for magnets, but that's what walked across the street. And 3 nights on the sleep system, because once we learned a little bit, like you are tonight, we knew that it was non-toxic, non-invasive. It had helped thousands around the world, and there was a chance that it could help us. So we invested in the sleep system. And in 3 nights, my husband was freed from that. And now he wears the sports necklace all the time. I wear it because I carry stress in my neck and shoulders. He wears it preventatively now. And we are just very, very grateful that we've got this tool to sleep deep every night. And now in our 70s, just whatever we've done with the day, it's like a whiteboard. You just wipe it off and you start fresh the next day with all the energy that you want for whatever projects you want to do. There's no more hoping that you go to sleep. There's no more hoping that you stay asleep. We just enjoy all of the technologies just easing us into a good sleep. Our pets have always enjoyed them. We have the animal pet pad in the house too. They are naturally drawn to this energy. And you add a good glass of Pine Mag water on top of it, and you're ready to go.
Well, thank you, Gloria. It's awesome when we realize the small choices that we make really make a difference for ourselves and our families. Self-care with Nature's Energies and Nikken product line is uniquely focused just to balance our bodies and our lives. So we are truly grateful. Thank you for sharing. When we look at those technologies, they're in high demand by people who are seeking alternative solutions, just like Glory was. So as customers, what's the next step? Well, it's very simple. Talk to the person who invited you to watch this presentation, then go online to their personal webpage and start shopping. It's that easy. Nikken's many categories are simple to check out and see what can work in your life for total wellness. Take advantage of the packs to get the best deals and invest in your future. Start with water and then add energy and sleep, or start with 2 or 3 packs, good, better, and best. So as a customer, it's easy to make shopping choices and begin your Nikken journey with empowered living. Again, check with the person who invited you to see their webpage. And then it's easy to upgrade to consultant if you want to start your business, and then grow your business to join the Nikken vision to grow the wellness community. So with that choice, how do you diversify your sources of income and build a Nikken wellness business? Now, back at the beginning, we already noted that finances were one of the 2 #1 stressors across the continent. Why? Because 95% of us only learn to trade time for money, either as an employee or as a small business owner. Either way, you only get paid if you're at work, trading your time for money. Look at the right-hand side of this chart. These folks are adding value by owning a system or having investments. It's leverage. J.P. Getty said he'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts compared to 100% of his own. The secret is to earn money on assets that are independent of your time. So to move from the left to the right side of this quadrant, you need multiple sources of income, or MSIs, and leverage other people's time and business systems. That's what Nikken offers us. We can go from trading our time for money to creating an income independent of time. That's what makes Nikken an exciting opportunity to bring balance to your finances. We can earn income in 3 fundamental ways. There's the retail model, where you can earn up to 30% profit. The small business model can earn up to 40% when you enroll others on your team. Now that's 40% on the activities of others. Leverage. And there's no cost to adding more people. That's scalability. Now the network marketing model is for the person who wants to build a team and grow a legacy organization, because 6% income flows from 6 generations. And then you can grow and serve the active wellness community and earn recurring income. This network marketing concept is awesome for a global impact. It can grow independent of you, but it starts with your small business unit. See the small circle in green, with your immediate customers and your immediate partners. And then you talk to people, and then they talk to people, and there's influence, they have an impact, and you start to get an income, and they start a business, and so on and so on, as the choices you made has ripple effects on so many people, and possibly in countries where you've never traveled. It truly can be a global impact. Consider this. We can count the seeds in an apple that we eat, but if we plant one of those seeds, We never know how many apples or groves of apples can come from just that one seed. So, when we consider these 2 points, leverage and scalability, our platform is just like Amazon because it's online. And just like Uber, we're independent contractors. With Nikken, we can be both online with our social media tools and platform, as well as in person with contacts that we meet every day. It's easy to communicate and share and grow. We just have to contact people and plant the seed.
And what I love is you can do it anywhere, especially with our phones now. It's just incredible. There isn't anybody that doesn't need what we have. Do they all want it? Maybe not. But you know what? I can do this anywhere. I go to my cottage all the time. I go skiing. I go on vacations, and there isn't any time that I don't set up a conversation and a relationship where somebody could benefit from what we have. So the other thing is when I first got introduced, I was in nursing for 30 years, but when I was first introduced, I could go home and see my dad when I decided to do early retirement. I could go home several times a year. I couldn't have done that in nursing. And so the freedom I had to go home and the people that I was able to help. Obviously, my dad was one of the first persons and my husband, but then every time I would go home, I had the freedom to be there and then share. So I love this. I love that it's virtually anywhere you can do this. And so how do you share active wellness to prosper? Basically, you join Nikken. You get what you want to help yourself. The biggest thing you need to do, and the first thing you need to do is take care of yourself and get yourself on the products, do whatever feels good to you, and then you share. And when you share and promote the wonderful products and the business opportunity and the cause that we have such a mission for everybody to feel good every day. And you invite people to join the parts of Nikken that suits them. It could be the products, it could be the business, or it could be both. It doesn't matter. There's something for everybody here. And what I love about Nikken is they do all the tough stuff. They've been doing the research and development for 50 years. They do all the warehousing, the inventory, the shipping, and all the regulatory things. So all we have to do is share it. And we get the rewards, whether it's commissions, special offers, our incentives, our bonuses, our trips. So it's really a perfect gig. So we call it the collaborative entrepreneurship, the perfect gig, because first of all, there's a low cost of entry. You have a leadership development plan in the people that you have within the teams, and it's easy to integrate into your life. Like I said, I just go about life and I always encounter somebody, whether I'm volunteering, whether I'm at church, whatever. There's no lack of people. So that's easy. And it's a proven model. And the rewards are wonderful in terms of just earning some income if that's your choice, get feeling better, and being able to travel. And when we grow our global community, what I love about this community, I love everything, the products, the company, but really what's so darn important is the community. You're talking a community of like-minded people, and everybody probably on this call, we would help each other if there was a need. And so as you build along the way, if you're into it for the business, then you have people that will support you. And you're in business by yourself, but not for yourself, but not by yourself. So what we'd like to do is share, have somebody just share. We've asked Wes to share a quick little story about the business and his perspective on the business. So Wes, please share.
Oh, I would love to. When I saw Nikken, I saw a solution for a bad retirement plan. The first thing I saw was that I could be really healthy, and I am. I'm just fascinated with the products, the healthy body, healthy mind, healthy family. Every dollar I spend is investment on myself and my family. But the fourth pillar is really helping society, and that's really where we go out. We help other people. We teach other people to do what we're doing. And we teach other people about the 5 pillars. We teach people about the healthy products and help them get started with the business. The 5th pillar is a financial pillar, and really that's the reward for what we did in the 4th pillar. As we help other people, then we're rewarded for doing so. And like I said, my retirement plan is working for me because I don't get sick. Number one, that saves a lot of money. And I'm really healthy, so I'm really enjoying my retirement. And I have extra money coming in because of all the people that I've helped. Good retirement plan. And nobody can stop it. It could just keep going on.
Absolutely.
Also, can I mention one more thing, and that is it gives me a lot of free time.
And that's wonderful, Wes. And we know that you play pickleball, and
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to tell your age, but I know that several people that you play are amazed that you play that well.
Well, to be honest, I'm almost 80. You know, I tell people that I'm 90, and then when I tell them I'm 80, they believe me.
Well, anyway, thank you for sharing that story. I think you just proved that you can do this business anywhere, anytime, in any way. There's no one way to do it. And so I appreciate that. I'm going to go back to the description here and keep us going. And one of the reasons that we've gotten where we are, again, Barb mentioned that Nikken started 50 years ago in Japan and then came to North America in 1989. And since then, 2 million people have begun balancing their lives with Nikken technologies in their wellness homes. But that's over 4 billion in sales. I'll tell you though, that's only 1.25% market penetration. That means a lot of people don't know about Nikken. And also, by the way, half of that revenue went to Nikken consultants. So let's make some considerations here. Our vision is every home a wellness home. So far, boomers represent 87% of those consultants. But who's next? You've heard Wes. He's already in retirement and still going, but somebody else needs to step up. So Gen X and the millennials, you'll move fast with all of our new technologies. What happens when we get 5% market penetration or 15%? Wow, how many $billion will that be? And how much will be for you? The opportunity of a lifetime is only as good as the lifetime of the opportunity. And we have a 36-year legacy here in North America, and Nikken's planning exciting things for the next 36 years.
So how do you discover this and live it? You can become a customer, and a customer's perfectly legit. I love all of my customers. That's such a pleasure to have wonderful customers and people that are happy. And if that is something you love and you want to upgrade, you can upgrade for $39.95 and be a consultant. And what that gives you is a good discount on the products and the ability to earn some income if you choose to share. Or you can become a wellness seeker or a wellness enthusiast, or you can become a community builder and a wellness entrepreneur. And this is where you just build teams of people. So whatever suits you works. It doesn't really matter. It's just that Nikken has something for everybody. And we have an infrastructure. So every Wednesday night at the same station that you came on and the same time is what we call brand night. And this is where we just focus on a specific brand or a category of products. And that'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And then on Thursday nights, there's by special invitation, you can have 2 of our leaders, Royal Diamond leaders, do a mentoring call with you. Or if you're just interested in the products, then we also do product overview. And so that's available on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock as well. So what we're talking about here is, like we said, the principles of our wellness are feeling good every day. So get back with the person that invited you and get more information and see some demonstrations and get some stories. Because I can tell you that this community is all about helping each other. And did I say you should be happy? Happy is very important. If they're not happy doing this, don't do it. And I love the book, Happiness Advantage. And the author there says, most people think when I'm successful, I'll be happy. He says, it's the other way around. When you're happy, you'll be successful. So we love the community. Like I said, the community is unparalleled. And we invite you to join us and kick the tires and get with the person who invited you. And thanks for joining us tonight. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you so much, Barb, and thank you, Mary, for helping us to clearly understand. And both of you are excellent presenters and teachers. Mary, of course, has many, many years of experience as an instructor and a teacher. And Barb, I think, is a genius when it comes to people. She's able to communicate with just about everybody she meets. So thank you both for sharing with us tonight. As was mentioned, if you're intrigued about these ideas that will help you to have more in your life, reach out to the person who invited you to be with us tonight and find out more from them. There are lots of meetings throughout the week, both in person and online, that you can attend in order to discover more about this amazing company called Nikken. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. We'll see everyone soon.